In 1977, I was recruited to go to Goddard College, which was on the East Coast, located in Boston, to study for a master's in Philippine history. And at that time, Goddard College, which was an extension of Goddard, Vermont, was the only place you could get a master's degree in Philippine history. And that course was meant to develop people who could teach at the community college and college level Philippine history, because we felt that if we could only begin to use Philippine history courses as a way to politicize Filipino students and young people, that would lend to a more activist, more political grouping of young people in our community. And so, again, Silme was actually the person that was supposed to go to Goddard College, but he didn't really want to go, and they also, the KDP National, didn't think that Silme, they could afford for Silme to be away from the chapter for a year, because he was so important to the centering of the Seattle chapter. And so I was recruited to go and spent 9 months there with 3 other KDP students. So I think this was actually the 3rd or 4th grouping of students that studied under Dr. Boone Schirmer in that graduate course. So it was a very small, intimate group that met twice a week at Boone Schirmer's house, and studied for 9 months and got my master's degree from Goddard College from Boone Schirmer. After that, I was supposed to actually move to the Bay Area and teach under Dr. Walden Bello, who was also in the KDP, or Dr. Joel Rocamora, who were both in the KDP, and teaching at UC Berkeley. Unfortunately, there was a big coup at UC Berkeley, and some of the professors who were either friendly to the KDP or were in the KDP had their contracts terminated with the Asian American Studies program there. And I never got to teach under any of those professors, never got to teach Philippine history, and actually ended up working as a administrative assistant in Asian American Studies for about a little under a year. Actually kind of doing some spying on the, actually doing some kind of spying on the program, kind of being a mole in that program, trying to see what was going on. But eventually left there when, there was no use staying there. There were no more job opportunities, and nothing really to be found out from working there in that department.